Hi everybody, welcome back for part 2 of working on AJ here. As you can see in the background, not a whole lot has changed. I've been extremely busy lately and I'm actually missing a lot of tools and parts and pieces, so I haven't been able to do a lot. I did this past week, which would be about a week behind of what you guys are seeing, I think. That's right. I did get a box of goodies. I got some of the A4 rivets, some of the A5 rivets, some of the Core-Tech, which is the corrosion protection that Zenith likes to use, and I got a new strobe light housing because the one I got messed up a bit. It's easier. I'm going to change how it was done because it wasn't put on very well because you can heat shrink it and make it fit right. And that wasn't done and the holes messed it up. So I needed a new one. I got a new one of those. And there's something else. Oh, I got the piece to fix our elevator, a little metal piece strip in the middle. You should be seeing a clip of that. I'm doing a voice overlay. But other than that, like I said, we got the dome taped up, covered that in brown paper, took the saran wrap off that was coming apart anyways. Took that off, got that covered in paper, got that stuck down really, really good. Started pulling our cardboard templates that we need to build essentially what would be considered a buck. Because what I'm thinking to do, these are our cardboard templates. Hopefully you guys saw a clip of me making those. I don't remember if I filmed it or not. If I didn't, it'd be just me talking. If I did, you would have seen me making them. You'll know by now. But we're going to take and make a plywood cutout that matches the shape of this all the way back and across. Reinforce it, take that off, put that on a workbench, and we are going to build a buck that is the shape of our dome. And from that, we're going to not really make a mold, but work directly from the buck to pull the parts and pieces we need to make our gull wing doors that we're working on. So that's that. The only other thing we've done is we got the instrument panel stuck in there. This is the one that came with Zenith. Now, I am going to make a new one because I'm going to change it a little bit. I'm going to make it just a hair higher in here, and it's got to be wider. Because down in here it doesn't come out all the way to the edge because the original canopy used to have a piece that went in here and the hinge is way up forward. And what I'm going to take and do is I'm going to take the hinge. I'll get you guys a clip in here in just a second. I'm going to take the hinge, I'm going to bend the outside tab in but leave it. So if I ever wanted to change it back, I'll hang on to these pieces. I can put the original setup back on it. What I'm going to take and do is make a new instrument panel, remake this strip of skin instead of coming over and stopping short. You guys can see that. As you can see, I got a wingtip here. I'll get to that in a minute. But I'm going to make this come all the way down and meet the edge flush, hiding that hinge point inside. That's the plan. And I'm making a template for the instrument panel. That will also go on our box. We have that to work from. Because we got to make a carbon fiber cowling piece going to go up on the top. There's got to be a piece of frame. I'm still working that all out. But not a whole lot has happened. Like I said, I've been waiting on some tools, some parts and pieces to show up. I've been working on these templates. I've been studying the manual and I've been doing a walk around. We are going to end up redoing our rudder. Okay, since our previous video, I've actually done quite a bit of reading, and these dents and dimples are more of an issue than I thought they were. Because apparently, any flaw or imperfection on the very tip of your rudder can have a big effect on your controls, which I didn't know, which makes sense kind of. It's right where the airflow is going to be. But we got the dents on the side, and if you look, don't know if it's going to show up on camera, there's a bend in it. So we definitely need to reskin that. So I'm going to redo the back piece, redo the front piece. And again, I'm not going to get the parts from Zenith. I'm actually going to just order some flat metal and make these up from scratch myself because it'll be good practice for me. It'll let me change the top how I want to. And another thing I'm going to take and do is this is where the marker light is. I've seen another guy that was building another Zenith. I don't know if it was a 650 or a 701, but one of the two. I think they may possibly use the same rudder, I'm not sure. But he put his marker light up high like a Cessna does, and I kind of like the looks of that, so I might go that route. We'll see. Undecided. And I do believe we're going to end up taking this piece off. I've been going back and forth on it. Like I showed you guys in the previous video. I think I showed you guys in the previous video. Anyways, there are some problems. There's some rivet holes that are drilled out a little too big. There's 2 tears. The edges aren't done the way I wanted to do. there was a crack. I think that was it, but the biggest thing was the rivets. So I think I'm gonna at least pull it. I'm 98% sure I'm gonna get another piece of aluminum and remake it, but I'm gonna do it from scratch because it'll be good practice for me to do that. And at the same time, you guys can see, this little strip here goes in underneath this. And for some reason, it's been stuck in way further than it was supposed to when this got riveted. So there's like 1.5 inches in here and 1/4 inch here when it should be vice versa. And these guys down here, same deal. This one's gotten damaged. And this is going to change slightly. I was originally thinking about doing like a aluminum piece here, but as I've gotten looking around and reading more about doing the carbon fiber work, I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll just lay up a piece of carbon. I don't know, and I may incorporate these into that. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But this is going to come off, so these got to be at least fixed, if not replaced. Same deal for this. Same deal for this back piece. And I think what I'm going to take and do while I got this off is I'm actually going to take some yellow primer. It's made specifically for aircraft. It's direct to aluminum because from Zenith they want you to use a product called Cortex? You can't usually pronounce it right. But that's been put in all the seams. And I believe it looks like, yeah, the bottom pans where water might set have been coated in it, but it doesn't look very nice. So for a little bit more, and well, let me back up a little bit. And these side walls where it's vertical, they haven't been coated, just in the seams in between where water might leach in and set, which is what you're supposed to do. I'm going to take it a little bit further. I'm going to clean this all up, and I'm going to give it a coat of that yellow primer for aesthetic reasons and just to give it just a little bit more protection. And that'll be a whole lot easier to do with that off. What else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, I just got some parts, so the next video, well actually no, the next video is going to be something different. The next video is going to be us making a tool, which you'll have to wait and see what that's going to be. But the reason for that is that wingtip belongs to that plane. The plane above me belongs to the guy that owns the hangar I'm renting from, and it's just sold. So what happened is I've got shoved over in the corner because he had to roll his forward because the guy's coming, let's see, for me this is Saturday. For you guys it'll be Monday or Tuesday. This coming Thursday, the guy that's bought this plane is coming to take the wings off, load it on a trailer. It's going out. A 172 Cessna is coming in and going back where he was, and I can spread back out and work. So I'm probably going to use a fill-in video, which you're going to see some of them. So I got some cool ideas and cool things I think you guys are going to like seeing. And I just want to do them because they're fun anyway. So that'll probably be the video after this. All right, I do have one thing I can chuck in here for you guys to watch. We're going to cut out the plywood bucks, or the plywood sections that are going to be used to make up our bucks. And I'll show you how I do some of the layout work and get the shapes I need to match inside of the dome. So let's get cracking on that. Pretty simple, just lay it out, trace it out. Okay, boys and girls, the template that I hope you saw me making, if I didn't lose it, they had all these little fingers on it. And if I lost the clip, I'm not sure if I did or not, but anyways, the reason these are here was to help me get the curve, because for some reason on this back one, I was having a heck of a time getting it, but you just cut out these little fingers, put this in place, tape it to hold it, slide these out till they touch, tape them, flip them around, make the little marks like you saw. Then what you take and do, put that back, is you just take yourself some little finish nails, drive them in at every one of your marks, take something small and flexible. I just got a piece of steel wire. I think this is actually one of the hinge pins. Square would be better, but this is all I have on hand. It doesn't really matter as long as it's fairly springy and springs back. Just put the end in those ones that have been doubled up to hold it. Try to do this with one hand. Then all you take and do is just bend it in. Pull it tight so it hits most of them. And the reason you do this is because it gets you a consistent, even curve that should hopefully theoretically match the inside of our dome. And it smooths out the points. You can see it won't necessarily hit all of them. because it takes the stress out of the curve. And there we go. I didn't get a whole lot of the cutting filmed, but we got our sections cut out. There's the big one. Little one's behind me. All we gotta do is touch them up with some sandpaper real quick, and those will be good, which I'm not gonna get that in this video. It's getting late, I gotta run for tonight. I'm going to just hit these real quick. You're not gonna see it on camera, and pick up, and I got a boogie. Well, thank you guys for watching this video through. Sorry it's a lot of talk, and like I said, we're still just getting going on this. I've got some tools and stuff now, so the next video should be interesting, but it's gonna be a while, because I gotta wait for this guy to leave. He's leaving Thursday. As soon as he's out, I can spread back out and get working. So the next video you're gonna see is probably gonna be a tool making video, because I got some cool little fill-ins and throw-ins I think you guys are gonna appreciate. But after that, we should be able to start getting some serious work done on this, and the videos will get more interesting, I promise. It's coming. I'm still doing a lot of reading and gearing up for this, trying to get going, trying to figure out what I'm going to do for video things and stuff like that. So if you've made it this far, thanks for watching. Be sure to punch that subscribe button, like or unlike, leave me a comment. I'd love to see some comments. And if you haven't yet, check out the previous video, and hopefully up here somewhere I'll put a link to some other aviation videos of guys I follow along, and guys are really inspirational getting me in this. So until next time, thanks and have a good one.